As an attempt to record gender bias, I asked this round to over 20 people. A father and his son are in a car accident. The father dies at the scene, and the son is rushed to the hospital. At the hospital, the surgeon looks at the boy and says, "I can't operate on this boy. He's my son." Then I proceed and ask the question, who is the doctor? These were some of the answers. The father, the other father, assuming they were a gay couple, the father again, the mother is the doctor. After averaging over 20 answers, these were the results. The majority of them answered the father. However, this was not possible since the RAND says he died on the scene. Then it was followed by the other father, assuming they were a gay couple. Then they assumed the stepdad. And finally, with the minority of votes, the mother. The right answer to this rant was the kid's mother. However, society has such a bias and is unconscious to us. However, our brains immediately assume that the surgeon role has to be played by a man instead of a female. Hello, my name is Andrea Buric, and I'll be talking about gender bias and negotiation in the business place. Gender bias is a preference or prejudice towards one gender over the other. Bias can be conscious or unconscious, just like in this example, and may manifest in many ways, both subtle and obvious. However, women are unfortunately more prone to be affected by this bias. Since they possess a higher level of soft skills than men, they tend to empathize more than men does. This is a disadvantage when it's time to set our goals and pursue them, since we tend to put people's feelings and goals over ours. So these soft skills may be a backstabbing strategy for ourselves. For example, when asked to negotiate their salaries, men negotiated higher than women. However, women settled for a lower amount. But when they were asked to negotiate for someone else's salary, women got an even higher salary than men did on the first round. This is a clear example of how the soft skills act as a backfire to us. We tend to put people's feelings and goals over ours, and we tend to settle. Then we can assume we're prone to be fine negotiators or accommodators. This could make us lose several opportunities or accommodate for things than over-prepared for, meaning we're losing opportunities with greater benefit for us due to our tendency of being a better person or trying to please everyone. One of my major takeaways from this class, especially on this subject, is that I, as a woman, should aim for more. It's in our nature to empathize with people and to sometimes conform ourselves with less than we deserve or less than we can achieve. So it's our duty as women to overcome these social stereotypes and social bias, whether they are conscious or unconscious, especially with the fear and the pressure from society. There are many ways of achieving this. So in class, we learned that we can transform ourselves from a soft or accommodator negotiator into a heavy negotiator. This is one thing I will implement in my daily life. I don't consider myself a soft negotiator, but I do notice this soft aspect and this accommodating aspect in some parts of my life. So this is an advice that I will follow and apply into my daily life.